Do you know what my favorite video game of all time is? It is this ultra-realistic game where you can do anything that you want in it. It designs scenarios just for you where you can literally do anything you want. And not only that, but it's actually even healthy for you and it's free, keeping you entertained for hours. Now, if you don't know what this game is already, it is something that me and you both know way too well. And that is sleep. And I know that you've tried every single technique in the book to get to bed at the time that you want and to wake up at the time that you want, yet you keep struggling. And when you do wake up, you're tired, you're lazy, and you don't feel like getting anything done. Well, it's not your fault. It is a very common issue that I actually had myself for more than 3 years. A lot of us don't realize it, but what you do the night before greatly impacts your sleep and how you feel in the morning. Now, there's a simple trick that I use on my phone which actually helps me guarantee when I go to sleep. Because I know there's a big issue that a lot of people have, and I had it too. You look at the clock and it's 8 p.m. You say, well, what's the damage of spending an extra 30 minutes watching my TV show, continuing working, or hanging out with my friend? And then the next time you look at the clock, it's 11 p.m. The reason for this is because you cannot keep track of time. Because the second that the sun goes down, it looks the exact same. You have no idea how much time is passing, and that is why this tool is so important. What I want you to do is go into your clock app, go to alarms, and set an alarm to go to bed. Not an alarm to wake up like everybody else does, but an alarm to go to bed, telling you exactly what time you told yourself you'd go to bed to. And then a reminder so that the second that alarm hits, you turn off your phone, you turn off your computer, and you let your mind sit. So that eventually, because you're not gonna fall asleep immediately, so maybe even prepare for that and put the alarm 10-20 minutes earlier. But the second that alarm goes off, you switch off all blue light, all entertainment, and you just sit with your mind. Because the second that your body realizes that it's dark out and it has no source of entertainment, it is gonna get tired and it is going to go to bed. Because if you didn't know this already, and I'm actually surprised because I only figured this out a little while ago, and that is that your phone, the light that it emits to your eyes is the exact same as the sun. So there's a quick solution I have for you to actually counteract that. I want you to go into settings and then actually go to accessibility, display, color filters, and then switch that on. And you're gonna wanna go to color tint and switch it all the way up. So now, if sometimes you literally just wanna sit in your bed and you just wanna scroll, what that's gonna do is it's gonna get rid of all the blue light, which is causing your brain to not get tired. So instead, when you put this on, as you start to scroll, you're still gonna develop that need for sleep and you're gonna grow tired. So instead of doom scrolling until 2 a.m., you might, if you're lucky, be able to go till 10 p.m. before you snap out of it and fall asleep. And that brings us to the morning. Why, even though you're getting your 9 hours of sleep, are you feeling unmotivated in the morning? Well, there are a couple of mistakes that you're making, and I'm gonna get it from daily to weekly. The first mistake you're making is that you're giving yourself the benefit of the doubt. Now, I know that seems like a good thing, and sometimes when you go to bed at 11, and tomorrow is Saturday or Sunday, you tell yourself, well, you know what? It won't hurt if I switch off my alarm and instead I wake up at like 7, 8, or even 9. But here's the issue of that. When the night before you stay up and then you decide to switch off your alarm, you are guaranteeing that day's failure. Because you are telling yourself that your sleep is more important than making the most out of that day. Because if instead you told yourself, I will hold myself accountable and I will suffer the consequences. I chose to go to bed this late, but I will not let it affect my day tomorrow. And then although you're gonna get like 3-4 hours of sleep, you are gonna make tomorrow so much better. Because you're gonna still wake up at 4 a.m. and in your head, you're gonna have told yourself that trying to make that day good is more important. And you're gonna do whatever you can to make the most out of it. But now, why every single day do you still struggle to fall asleep? You've gotten a good sleep schedule during the week, yet somehow every Monday, Tuesday, you still end up going to bed at like 10, 11. Well, there is a big issue a lot of us make, and I made it for way too long until I realized that the human body does not work that way. What we do is on the weekends, we put our alarm for 1 to 2 hours later because, we're not going to school, we're not going to work, whatever, so there's no point in waking up that early. But when you set your alarm later, your body adjusts to that sleep schedule. That night, you're not gonna get tired as early, and then the night after, it's gonna be the same thing over and over until you ruin your sleep schedule. So instead, I want you to go to bed and wake up at the same time every single day, no matter what. No matter what happens the night before, you will wake up at the exact same time every single day. Even if you get 1 hour of sleep, wake up at the same time every single day, because you are telling your body, this is our sleep schedule. This is when we will go to bed. This is when we will wake up. And although it will take weeks, maybe even months, eventually you will master it, and your body will get tired at around 8 like you want to, and it is going to wake up happy and ready for the day at like 5 a.m. like you want to. So I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. That was what I wanted to tell you for today. And I truly hope that you take this advice to heart and you fix your sleep schedule. Because don't forget, sleep is 1/3 of our life. So make the most of it and don't waste your time scrolling. So now, God bless you and have a great rest of your day. Amen.